Yes, yes, yes. How are we doing? Happy Friday. Man, I am buzzing for Fridays at the minute. They are coming around quick, but I'm enjoying them. I hope you're really good. So we're going to be getting into some content in a second. The first thing I just want to let people know is that if you are coming through here and you are looking to improve the way that you are showing up on a daily basis, right? So if you are looking to self-analyze yourself, if you are looking to make changes, if you're kind of looking at your life, waking up every single morning and you're feeling hollow and you're feeling lost and you're feeling uninspired and you're just not connecting with your wife like you want to, or you're not connecting with your business, or your business is taking over you, or your career is taking over and your health's slipping, then this might be for you. Our Elite 5-Day Challenge starts on Monday the 20th of February. And we are just literally this morning opening the doors to that Elite 5-Day Challenge on a non-social media platform, which is the first time that we would have done it in 4.5 years. Okay, so it's the first time we're not running it from a Facebook group, and it's the first time that we are running it on a non-social media platform. So the first 250 guys to register, we get it for free, and then after that you'll have to pay. Okay, so doors are open, the link's on here somewhere, so go and check it out. Alright, let's get into the show. Welcome to the Rise to Thrive show. I am your host, James Boardman, and if you are coming through, then please do let me know by hitting the love heart button here, or commenting how your week has been overall, okay, in terms of your performance. So I thought I should do something different this morning, and I have to look at my wife as my mentor. She's like my best friend, my wife, but, you know, definitely a mentor. And I was sitting there driving yesterday, and I was just thinking about all of the things that I had learnt from my wife. Not purposely mentoring me, but just being such a great human being that she is. I've learnt so much from her, and having learnt so much from her, it's made me a better self-leader to myself, which I think is important. She's made me want to be a better man. She's made me want to be a better father, a better human being. And I think that without her, I definitely wouldn't be the guy I am today, for sure. She helped pick me up when I was at my lowest. And these 5 things, when I think about it, are the things that really stand out the most, you know. So these are 5 things that my wife has taught me or influenced me to start, right? Watch more porn? No, I'm only messing. First one is having the mentality that everything is going to be fine. All right. I think I've mentioned this quite a lot. I've always operated off an emotion of fear, I think, sometimes, a lot of the time. When is this going to fail? When is this going to go wrong? When's the next bad thing going to happen? And I think I've explained some of this in previous shows, is that my dad dying is like a groundbreaker for that, in terms of like that was a major thing that happened, right? So I constantly think, when's the next bad thing going to happen? I'm never kind of content in that I think, oh man, we're making it. I always think, oh, I'm waiting for the next bad thing to happen. You know, and that's slowly eradicated over the years, even so much so the last couple of years definitely got better with this. And just turning around and going, actually, do you know what? Everything's going to be okay. And she's always been able to reassure me that, like, just when she says everything's going to be fine, it always is. It just really fills me with, like, an internal depth of security, shall we say. And she's built that mentality up in me over the years, so much so that I feel like, yeah, everything is going to be all right. Like, I think we're going to make it. And that's a really nice, comforting feeling to have, and for your wife to be able to impose on you, right? So I'm internally grateful in that influence and what she's taught me in that respect. And she's always been able to break down things logically and with perspective for me, so that I understand myself better, right? She's taught me patience. Patience is most definitely not my virtue. It's not most definitely not my strength, and never has been. But I think she's taught me an element of patience in not only a professional sense, but a personal sense, in terms of parenting, business building, self-improvement of myself, of other things that are happening in and around me as well. So I think she's been able to teach me elements of patience as well, which has been good for me in my mental and emotional health, right? I think sometimes a lot of my own mental health and my own emotional challenges come from being impatient, and I think a lot of people, men and women, resonate with this in terms of like wanting that next thing now, wanting to be at that place now, and missing the process through the impatience, right? The process is the most important thing, right? So being patient through it. Number 3, she's managed to teach me that I am good enough, like me, in myself, that I am good enough as a human being. I'm a good enough coach, I'm a good enough business owner, I'm a good enough husband, I'm a good enough father. You know, I think I've always grown up insecure, and I think that and I've been doing loads of work myself in the last 4 months, and I think that a large part of my insecurity come down to my stepdad always telling me that I was rubbish, or I was weak, or I wasn't good enough, and just he was such an emotional bully, right? Always like putting weight on me, always telling me that I was never good enough. And, you know, I never really realised that. And that insecurity always made me feel like I was never good enough for her, that she was always going to find someone else, that I was just waiting for her to run off with a better guy, right? That's just who I am. And she has instilled that self-confidence, and it has almost helped me be able to repair the cracks, if you like, inside here and everywhere else, right? I've put here to be the leader of myself, and I think that she's given me that reason to lead myself. I think her being in my life and her being that fundamental part of my life, who's going to be in my life for the next 30, 40, 50 years, has made me want to lead myself better, right? Has made me want to lead me better. Has made me want to make sure that I'm showing up, making sure that I'm taking care of myself, making sure that I get my priorities right, making sure that my mental health's right, my emotional health, my physical health. So she just made me in general want to lead myself. She's made me want to be a better parent as well. So, you know, I think they're really good ones. And then the last one here, I think she's taught, well, I know that she has influenced and taught me to communicate more and to understand more. And like when I get into an argument, it doesn't have to be like learning to admit when I'm wrong. Okay, and I think that's important. It's always going, look, when you're wrong, you've got to drop the ego and you've got to apologise, right? And you've got to say that it was me, instead of waiting 3 or 4 days where you don't talk to each other. And I think communication and understanding since meeting her has got 10 times better. And I think I've come more mature through that process as well. So I just wanted to share those things. And I think sometimes we should look at people around us and think, like, who's the mentors in my life? What are they giving me? And showing those people that appreciation, right? Like, it's just kind of like saying, like, you've done this for me, and I haven't even told her this. Like, I haven't even turned around and said I'm going to do this show on her, and I'm going to. Oh, I would say let her listen to it, but she's definitely not into all of this stuff that I do, all the James Baldwin stuff. But I'm going to tell her this morning. I'm going to show her that list and just say, like, this is, you know, this is what you've done for me. And I think we need to communicate. See that number 5? Communicate that more to people, right? And get it across. I can see some people are registering. So basically, if you went through it all and you joined the group, So you must check your emails and check your messenger, and that will take you through and allow you to find the link to the group, right? And when you get into the group, you'll register, and you'll just wait patiently until the Friday before we start. So a week today I'll be letting everybody into the group. You should have found the Elite 5 Challenge community. Alright guys, listen, have an amazing weekend. I will see you Monday ready to go. Big week next week, because it's half term. It's going to be carnage. So you've got to make sure you've got all of your planning in order, managing all of your time, your energy and your focus. Alright guys, catch you soon.